I finally found a strategy to fall asleep faster that actually works. If you're like me, you always take forever to fall asleep, and you know how frustrating that can get. It has happened to me twice this summer that I couldn't fall asleep at all. I was there laying in my bed, motionless, eyes closed, but wide awake because I just can't fall asleep. Like mentally, I just can't fall asleep. It's honestly one of the most stressful and helpless feelings that I've been through. But fast forward to today, and I fall asleep every single night within 10 minutes of laying down. To be honest, this video is probably not gonna be long because I plan to just, no complicating, lay down the entire strategy that's genuinely gonna help you fall asleep faster. Let's get into it. Step 0, this is not really a real step, but it's just something that I want to mention before I get into the actual strategy. You need to do things during the day. You're not gonna be tired and able to fall asleep if you're, laying down in your bed playing video games all day. If you're on self-improvement, you probably understand this. So step 1, this is where the real gold starts happening. As soon as the sun goes down outside, you would usually turn off your lights in your room, right? But do not do that. Take a candle, take a few candles if you want to, light them up and keep them below eye level. That's gonna be just enough light so you can function and fall asleep later. The reason why you should do this is because when your body sees a lot of light from the sun, that signalizes to it that it's daytime and that it's not time to sleep yet. But when your body sees that it's darker, that there is not a lot of light, that means it's time to sleep soon. So your body is naturally gonna start winding down to fall asleep. But if you have your artificial strong lights in your room on, well, that's gonna disrupt that circle. Your body is gonna get false signals that it's still daytime. This might sound funny and everything, but you have no clue how much this has helped me fall asleep as someone who always struggled with it. Right now, I live with my dad and he turns on the lights because he doesn't have these problems with sleeping. So when he's like in the kitchen, I can't go there. I'm literally scared of the lights like a vampire because it's just, it might sound funny, but when you felt how frustrating it is to not be able to sleep, you're gonna do anything that it takes to just be able to fall asleep tonight. Step 2 is to not eat anything an hour or two before bed. I'm gonna be 100% honest. This is healthy. Obviously, this is healthy, but this is one part of the guide that you could actually skip and still get results. I don't recommend it, but it happened to me that I maybe didn't get enough calories for the bulk, and so I ate just before sleep so I can still bulk, because that is a priority right now. And I still fell asleep with no problem, so from my personal experience, you can still do it, but I wouldn't recommend it. Back to the important thing, step 3 is to go to sleep every single night at the same time. So do not go to sleep 8 p.m. one night, 10 p.m. the other night, midnight the other night. Your body needs to get used to a sleep schedule, so do it every single night at the same time. Whatever works for you, but here's a side tip. This is something that I haven't heard anywhere in this self-improvement YouTube space, but I heard it a lot from people in my personal life who are very credible, and it's that the sleep that you get between 10 p.m. and midnight is the best possible sleep that you can get. Some people say it's 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. It varies, but the early sleep in the night is apparently the best sleep that you can possibly get. So going to sleep in a time where you can actually get that sleep time is very important for your sleep. Step 4, read. And this is golden, trust me. When I lay down in my bed, I read until my eyes kind of start, getting tired and closing. And then when that moment when I realize that I'm kind of like, drifting away from the text and I'm not paying that much attention, I just put it down, I close my eyes, and I sleep like a baby. I read on my phone because, I'm in the dark and reading from a book would be harder. You could, put a candle like this and then book like this, but it's kind of uncomfortable. And I think you can just read on your phone, turn the brightness all the way down, turn on that, orange screen thing for the night, and you should be good. What I read personally is the Bible, and I would recommend you to read that as well. You can read any book. Now, step 5, you're in your bed, you're almost falling asleep, but for some reason you still can't fall asleep, right? And this could happen, and I'll explain why. But in that case, you need to follow the 15-minute rule. When your sleep schedule has been messed up completely, you've been falling asleep at 6 a.m. whatever, you can't expect your body to be able to fall asleep when you just suddenly lay down at 10 p.m. So even if you do all these things, you might not be able to fall asleep if your sleep schedule was absolutely messed up, but in that case you just need to keep doing the same thing night after night and follow the 15-minute rule, which is, if you've been laying in your bed for 15 minutes and you're not asleep yet, in that case you need to get up from your bed, go to another room which is also in the dark, maybe drink like warm milk or a tea or something like that, and just get a little bit bored. Do not bring your phone, just sit there in silence, get a little bit bored, get a little bit tired again, and and then go back to your bed and try to fall asleep again. And repeat that again and again until you fall asleep. The reason you should do this is to associate your bed with sleeping time. So if you're laying in your bed for hours and hours, your body is gonna get used to, okay, this is what we do in bed. But if you're only in bed for 15 minutes at a time until you fall asleep, then your body is gonna get used to, okay, bed is for sleeping, bed is for sleeping, and you're automatically gonna know it's sleeping time when you lay in your bed. And after all, it is about setting up a routine. So when you set up this feeling in your body that bed is for sleeping and you did all these things every single day, you're gonna get into a momentum. So now even if you miss some of these things, you're still gonna fall asleep easily because it's just about, your body is used to sleeping early now, and that's not a problem anymore. Literally, if you just get into this routine, it's gonna become momentum. So if you're having trouble falling asleep, start implementing this 6-step strategy and then make it into a routine and then let it become momentum and watch yourself fall asleep every single night within 10 minutes. And trust me, you'll wanna get some good sleep. You'll thank me later. If you like this video and you're interested in more videos from me, there is a video that I made over here about Hamza, which is really interested in my opinion, and I really think you should watch it. But if you don't want to, that's fine. Have a great day and God bless you.